Fairly recently I went to North Meadow in Cricklade over in Wiltshire. It's a water meadow that floods in the winter, and as a result, at the right time of the year, you can see the snake's head fritillaries that grow there. Apparently these used to be common in the Cotswolds, but these days they're pretty rare. In fact, it's estimated that 80% of all the snake's head fritillaries in England are in this one field. And I had a great time pottering around with my camera, and I was often the only one there, so it seemed. And as I admired the beauty around me, I reflected on some words of Jesus that came to mind. These are words from Matthew chapter 6, verse 28. This is what Jesus is teaching. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labour or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon, in all his splendour, was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. As Jesus tells us, there's plenty we could worry about, and the pandemic has added an extra layer to all of that. And obviously it's easier said than done. In fact, it's something that he commands us not to do. So we really need to take this seriously. Don't worry, but Jesus tells us, don't worry is good lifestyle advice. It's good for our health. But it's so much more than that. And here, what Jesus says is, Christians, don't worry. A few years ago, when we were able to do such things, my wife and I were lucky enough to spend some time in the south of France. We made a day trip to Cannes. It's a very posh part of the world, even by south of France standards. And we spent a really fun half hour there, being indignant about the amount that some of the clothes were on sale for. There was a little line of designer shops, world famous designers, top brands, and incredibly dressed shop windows. Some of them only showcasing just one outfit. We took it in turns to play a game where one of us had to guess how much the clothes were on sale for. And every single time we guessed too low. We didn't really believe that the t-shirts there would be on sale for £450, or the nylon jackets for £1,350, or the hoodies for £1,200. It was madness. Solomon, a byword in the Bible for splendour and magnificence, was never as well dressed as the flowers of the field. Consider the snake's head fritillary. He doesn't spend a lot of time on makeup or spend hours in the morning deciding what to put on. Certainly doesn't shop in Cannes. Yet clothed, even though it's here today and gone tomorrow, it looks magnificent. As the old Baptist preacher Charles Spurgeon once wrote, "Lovely lilies, how you rebuke our foolish nervousness. Remember, Jesus says, do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. We live in a world full of anxiety. It's easy for it to rub off on us. Pagans, people who don't have a relationship with a heavenly Father who looks after them, don't know any better. But Jesus says to us, as disciples or followers of Jesus, we should know better. And all we need to do is make our top priority God, his kingdom, and his way of life. And then all these things, which we might otherwise be tempted to worry about, will be given to us as well. Anxiety is natural for pagans, but worry shouldn't characterize God's children. Father knows your needs. You can trust him. He knows what is best for you. We can trust him. In the meantime, we seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Worry